only 3,930 pounds. This is a new 22 MK SE Grey Wolf here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. If you'd like to see if we got one of them in stock and available, chances are we'll have several because this is going to be big. Give us a call or visit the link in the video description that says check for price and availability. You're one click away from seeing what we have, how it's equipped, and what we're asking with clearly published pricing. And we don't do hidden dealer fees. Everything this RV needs and you need to operate this RV, all included in there, including like cleaning it, showing you how it works, etc. So like all Grey, this is an SE special edition. So this is the everything that matters, nothing that doesn't edition. However, because Cherokee is Forest River's highest volume travel trailer out there. This is the second best selling travel trailer, not even travel trailer, but RV, period, out there. They have a bulk purchase power that most brands just don't. So, as a result of that, as just a result of this brand being so wildly successful, it is, despite being Forest River's #1 selling travel trailer, they're actually the fastest growing travel trailer on the market still. They're still screaming up the ranks. Understand what that means. If you're already that big and you're still percentage-wise the fastest growing, you are obviously growing by leaps and bounds. Why though? Well, you know, what I was getting at is you're going to see some extra stuff like the nicer power awning, the outside lighting, the outside TV hookups, the speaker package, the solar prep, the little air pressure caps on your valve steps to let you know if this thing has low tire pressure. You're getting those because this is a successful brand. Even on its most entry-level product, they have such a bulk buy in this stuff, they can still afford to include fun upgrade components. And that's really the whole message of the Cherokee and Grey Wolf series here at Haylett RV. You know, in a comparable class, we would have Jayco J-Flight SLXs. We'd have the Keystone Summerlin, part of the Springdale family. What is it about the SE edition, the special edition Grey Wolves that's just tearing it up? What I like about it is they didn't chintz on the construction. This has all the exact same structural integrity as Big Brother Cherokee, Big Brother Grey Wolf. You start up front with this extra thick aluminum nose sweep up here. So it's actually like a 200 or 250% thicker skin on the nose as compared to the sidewall. The entire front is basically all painted, automotive painted, can't fade like fiberglass. You actually see this copied all over the place in the industry, you know, thank Cherokee for it. Again, the low riding nature of this with the integrated A-frame up front here, by integrating this A-frame, the entire body can sit lower. As you can see right here, they don't have to set the body on top of the A-frame, so it rides lower, lower center of gravity, easy towing, and under 4,000 pounds, potentially super SUV towable. You know, if you've looked at that 26-foot bunkhouse model that everybody out there makes, and it's just a little more money or a little more length or a little more whatever than you feel like getting involved with, that's exactly where this camper comes into play. Still includes black tank flush, still includes outside shower, and that's what's so impressive on the special edition Grey Wolves. It's not what they took out, it's how much they left in. That's what's incredible, guys. Still has waterproof countertops, still has a full walk-on roof, still has tongue and groove plywood floor decking, still has 12-inch on-center floor studs and a statistical average 12-inch on-center wall studs. That's a best-in-class feature. It's still ready for a backup camera. It doesn't matter that this is the starter class Grey Wolf among the Cherokee family. You're still getting all of the upper class features. Well, by and large. Not obviously not every single one of them, or else there wouldn't be a specific designation. Outside, though, they're basically a part-for-part match. And the inside stuff that's not there, it's like accent lighting over slide-out, which this doesn't even have a slide-out anyway. It's toys and candy that they don't... All of the function is here. They may have... There's just some of the silly sizzle isn't here necessarily. So you got your fold-down rack on the back. This being a bunk model, it's a perfect place to put the kids' bikes or some extra coolers or anything. You do not need to take the spare tire off to fold that down. And I love this. They left full 100% storage access down here. Now, this is basically the same floor plan as like a 239 ML Keystone Passport that we have here at Haylett's, or the new 2508 Rockwood Mini Light, except this is a non-Murphy bed model. Not everybody wants a Murphy bed. Some people specifically don't want one. If you want a small bunkhouse but you don't want a Murphy bed, you want a fixed bed, this is your winner right here. And I love this big door side window. I think this is something that the industry is realizing that they forgot. This door side viewing window got left behind. Oh, hey, how you doing? You get to take a look at me, Josh, the RV nerd. Sorry about that. Anyway, my point is, it gives you a look over here at your campsite. Now, you want to bring a TV with you. You can hook a TV up inside or outside. They all have the same look, the same equipment. You still have the stable step entry system. Again, you're getting the really nice components of the rest of the Cherokee family in this little small bunkhouse. The feet on this, by the way, can be adjusted to fit any campsite you want. And what's super nice on these on a bunkhouse is if the kids are coming and going constantly, because the steps are supporting the weight of the person coming in and out of the camper, the whole camper doesn't rock and roll around, which is really nice. Like if you put the kids to bed, then you want to hang out by the campfire because you're adults, you know, and you want some adult time. Well, when you come back to the camper, the trailer doesn't rock around, you don't disturb the kids, everybody sleeps good. So I mentioned earlier, power awning. They really couldn't put a much bigger awning on this. I know it looks like there's a little bit of sidewall space available there, but the big window kind of precludes the inclusion of anything bigger on the awning. You know, everything still has a gas grill hookup by the front corner here. This is a very often missed feature, something I forget to talk about on these a lot. But if you feel like bringing along a little grill, you do have a little quick connect system right down here for you. Speaking of other things we haven't seen the inside. Let's take a Again, standing right here, you feel like you've seen this bunkhouse before, but it's the equipment that I want to point out on this. It's when we turn around forward, it starts to differentiate itself a little bit. So starting here in the kitchen, because this is the first thing you're going to see when you walk in, other than the fact that this is a completely carpetless, easy cleaning interior, first thing you're going to see is the kitchen. You still have the same plywood boxed extra large kitchen doors in this that you have in any other Cherokee or Grey Wolf. You still have that extra countertop extension right there that you have in a 26BH model that you'll still see here at Halo. It's because they are different. You know, the one's not interchangeable with the other. They're similar. We still have the pull-out sprayer faucet, the seamless thermal foil waterproof countertops that allow them to have a giant stainless farmhouse recessed sink. And this is something that, in what you would call a starter class bunkhouse, you don't get things like this. You don't get things like these waterproof countertops and that recessed stove. Now, there's certainly RVs in the marketplace, let me set this down briefly here, that have these features, but for significantly more money and traditionally not in floor plans and smaller entry-level models like this. Like the cool new upgraded stove with little nighttime accent lights. You don't get that stuff at a starter class point like this. Now, if you look to the left of the fridge, there's a 6.5 foot tall full pantry, floor to ceiling full pantry or linen storage or whatever you want it and or need it to be. Tell me when too much storage is ever the wrong answer. I ask that all the time, and I've yet to have a single person ever produce one instance where too much storage was the wrong answer. So there's that big door side window by your dining area I was telling you about. The dining area can fold down into a sleeper if need be. Now, if you look really closely, it's easier to see when you check out the trailer live and in person here at Haylet RV. All of your countertops, tabletops, even in the bathroom, they're all a sealed edge and pressed membrane. Right next to this, we have our entertainment center, and entertainment is most certainly a secondary focus of this floor plan. You know, if you were looking for entertainment in a bunkhouse, there's certainly plenty of other models that accomplish that better than this. That's not this one's goal. This one's goal is to get your family out camping in something that is smaller, easier to manage, and won't break the bank. And it accomplishes those goals very well. If you do choose to upgrade to various, like if you want to add a TV to that mount right there, this right here, Bluetooth DVD, they use the same stereo system as they use in all the other stuff that they make at Cherokee. So they're very consistent on parts. They don't use an upscale, downscale method. And where that really, really surprised me was not just the kitchen, but also the bathroom. You're still getting that bigger fan that you don't get at a more starter class price point. I mean, to give you an idea, people come in all the time. They say, well, I'm looking for a used bunkhouse that can sleep 6 and a half-ton can pull it. And they say used because they're thinking, well, I'm specifically looking for a price tag or a budget. And then you show them an RV like this, guys. And if you've been looking for a little used bunkhouse that is comfortably towable, you need to consider something like this 22 MKSE Grey Wolf here at Haylet RV, because you'll find out I can beat the price of some used RVs on a brand new one with warranty that nobody else has slept in yet. And that's not an exaggeration. It's just not. So, flipping around here, this is where it starts to really differentiate itself from the 26BH. Because the only difference really between this and the 26BH Grey Wolf is they sacrifice the sofa. If you cut the sofa out of this, you chop several feet, several hundred pounds, roughly about 800-900 pounds out of the RV, actually, now that I'm doing the math in my head, because that one's closer to 5,000 than 4,000 like this one. So by just getting rid of that sofa, you save so much weight, so much money, and you really don't lose any function off the RV. Now, there's certainly that sofa makes the floor plans different. And don't get me wrong, like the 26BH can have more privacy than this, because although you do still have a full privacy curtain wall you can put around this front walk-around bed, you can still lift the bed to get to storage below. When I mentioned the SE has a few differences as compared to a full Grey Wolf, what did I mean by that? Because all I've talked about so far is how they're the same. Well, a full-blown Grey Wolf or Cherokee is going to have USB outlets all over the place. This will just have household outlets. But you know what? You can always put a USB adapter plug in those household outlets. And that's what I mean. The things that this doesn't have are not things that stop you even for a split second. This still has everything that matters. It just doesn't have anything that doesn't. And that's what's so smart, so savvy about this one. Still got those big full-length hanging closets. Now, even with these windows pulled here, because the sun was it was causing me camera problems, it's still nice, light, bright in here. You still have that all LED light package. This is just going to be an absolute stone cold killer of a model, guys. This is a new release at the time of this filming, but it is not going to take long for this to make it up into a top 10 bestsellers list among the fastest growing series of travel trailers out there, which is already the #1 selling thing that Forest River builds in travel trailers. That is saying something. You know, something I didn't talk about on the outside, I always forget to talk about this, is this anti-slam entry door. So, kids, or today, I don't know if you can hear it from outside, but it is oops, I think I just deadbolted, yeah, I did. I deadbolted myself in like an idiot. It's a gusty, windy day out, plus you've got kids. Well, this door, it's an anti-slam door. You can literally shove it. Even with the wind helping push it closed, it still caught itself before it smashed anything. So when the kids flip the door open, it still doesn't slam. And that's the extra little detail stuff that I like on these. All the stuff that really matters is here. All the stuff that doesn't is not. And simply because they are so wildly successful, you still get a lot of things that are considered upgrades on other brands here on something you can actually tow and afford. Not a whole lot of downside to that I can see so far. But hey, maybe I'm biased, but give us a call here at Haylett RV. Hitching, pieces, parts, trades, financing, truck and trailer package deals, everything in between, RV delivery. You know, the solar prep plugs, backup cameras and all that stuff. We do everything. That's why we have this big, huge service center and parts center behind us. You know, you can see there's trailers leaving all over the place today already, and it's early morning. So give us a call. Take care. Stay safe. Have fun. And happy camping, everyone.